Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is out of a job. He just wrapped up a farewell press conference from the White House. Here's what he had to say.
I close by thanking all for the privilege of serving. To the 300+ million Americans, thank you for your devotion to a free and open society, to acts of kindness towards one another, to honesty and the quiet hard work that you do every day. All of us, we know, want to leave this place as a better place for the next generation.
And meantime, Trump explained his reasoning for firing Tillerson when he spoke to reporters from the South Lawn. Let's take a look.
Rex and I have been talking about this for a long time. We got along actually quite well, but we disagreed on things. I actually got along well with Rex, but really it was a different mindset. It was a different thinking.
And CIA Director Mike Pompeo will replace Rex Tillerson. And according to Trump, Mike Pompeo and him have similar strategies when it comes to Iran, when it comes to North Korea. And he has said that Rex Tillerson and him had completely differing strategies. And Rex Tillerson, I mean, this is an executive of ExxonMobil. Right. He had zero government experience. So is this a right move in the a right step in the right direction coming from the Trump camp? Or do you think this is a symptom of something more chaotic?
Well, I think it's in line with what Trump has said from the beginning, and why people elected him, is that he was going to run the government, or run it like a business, more or less. And I think he's doing that. And according to Forbes, even the 3 ways to build a right team is to have an honest conversation about people's skills, and to find people who believe in the total idea, and at the same time don't bring close friends into the situation. So I think as we've seen people go into the White House and leave the White House, I think they're kind of trying to follow these main principles.
Do you think that he's having do you think that Trump now looks at what he did, you know, as far as draining the swamp earlier, and now we see that perhaps, and he never really drained the swamp, but do you think that he's now learning that he probably should not have hired business people and instead government officials?
Right. I think, well, he's learning, like, you know, you can't hire just people that you work with to run a society, to run a government. A government is business, it is bureaucracy, but at the same time, there are people behind that. So when you make a decision, you might cost jobs in West Virginia. If you keep a plant here, they might have to close a plant in South Carolina. And to have to understand that not only the economic dynamics, but also the people that are affected by that, the YouTube posts, the blogs, the backlash that you're going to get from decisions you make. You need people other than businessmen, because business people just see the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we move on, let's applaud Gina Haspel. She's replacing Mike Pompeo as the director of the CIA, and she is the first woman to head the spy agency.
Yes,
Get it, girl.
Love it.
And we're going to move on to American Idol. It is getting a ton of
Are you
buzz.
applauding just because she's a woman?
Well, I'm applauding that it is a monumental moment. She's the first.
Betsy DeVos is a woman. She's doing maybe the worst job of anybody at any job.
A terrible job.
Like, including Dairy Queen, Burger King. She's doing the worst of anybody in America at their job.
And she's a woman.
So, like, are we just applauding people because of their genitalia?
I'm applauding her for being the very first woman to head a spy agency.
So why not applaud Betsy DeVos? Did you do that when she was hired?
When she was hired, without knowing much about her, yeah, it was still a monumental moment.
Yes, and it's been a monumental disaster.
It has been a failure. It has been a failure. She has been a failure. I don't know enough about this woman who's heading the CIA. I do not. I wish I did, so I could have.
I'm just saying, and I'm happy to see this as well. But I'm just like, let's not just have blanket applause for people's gender, because we see what Betsy DeVos is doing.
That's a great statement, Al. I can get on board with you on that. So so thank you for keeping me honest. I apprate that.
Okay. I'm in trouble during the break.
No, you're not.
I'm just kidding.
We're going to come back. Al's chair's going to be spinning.
I know, right?
Maybe I should spin my own chair.
I'm going to have a steak on my eye.
Thanks for watching Daily Blast Live.
Did you know that we are live on Facebook every weekday for 3.5 hours?
Did you also know that we upload exclusive new videos like crazy?
Stuff like breaking news, celebrity interviews, viral videos, new apps, new food, new perspectives on the world we live in right as it's happening.
So give us a like and check out some more videos. Go ahead. We'll wait.